ده انا راضي ذمتك. ده وش واحد ينفع يبقى مواجهة قناة؟ بس فضل ان الاستاش يفتح. استاذ فاخر، استاذ فاخر وشي وحافظ صم. لا، الاستاش ده في حاجة غلط. اوكي اوكي. كل ده كنت دايما بستخدم بتاع شكل غلط. Monsters live in the woods. صباح الصلاة فتحي. مفيش شي ولا مدري. اوكي، شايف ستيشن، اخر واحد شايف ستيشن. شريف ستيشن. شريف. ماشي. يمكن هي ركنة على المانيوسكريبت. يمكن ساجة ركنة على المانيوسكريبت. تبقى جرين ليك. يعني والله مش عايز اروح اكتر مكان مش برتاح فيه. انا بجد 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 شعر الصاج عجبني اوي. المكان ده تقريبا كله فيه سلاح، يعني مفيش مكان فيه مش بنستخدم فيه السلاح. يلا بينا يلا بينا يلا بينا. ما هذا الجمال. Beware the wicked witch. Rules: one person is wicked witch. Everybody else has to run and hide. When the witch says beware me, everybody has to change places. If you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them to kill them. Don't get tagged and killed. If the wicked witch finds you, you are dead. If you find the witch slayer, she is caught. Burn the witch. Day 1. Some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it off a big stick and it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. دول أطفال. Day 3. Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was a squirrel. Day 6. Max found ده عسل أوي في الكتابة الغلط هما جايبينها دي. Max found candy rubbers in the woods. There was some big bubs there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. أوه. لا وحتى الخط، يعني حتى الخط بص. حتى الخط لا شغل عالي على التفاصيل. مش فاكر اللعبة دي برضه قبل كده كانوا جايبين، بما ان عايز صغير اللي كاتب فكانوا جايبين برضه. لا ما كانش قصدي ادخل، أو ما كانش قصدي يعني اعمل كده. هو انت عارفة ان انت بتخديني انا كده يا ساجا؟ اه والله.
Animals stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake. You'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
Another locked box.
ماشي، هو كده كده انتوا معلمين على الاستاش المفتاح فين، فيعني مش محتاجة اتعب نفسي يعني، مش ناقصة هي. افتح هناك اهو. أصل لسه همقق عيني عشان اشوف انتوا الصورة بتاعتهم عاملينها ازاي. بيهزروا.
Must be locked from the other side.
لفة طويلة عريضة علشان.
There's another lunchbox.
His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real, and he was real, feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. You are back, I breathed. Yes, I am back. I wasn't cold any longer. المكان مقلوب. اي مفتاح معايا بقى الواحد بيجرب. انا بقى معايا مجموعة مفاتيح حلوة يعني. غيرت ولا لا؟ هي مش FBI، ليه ما بتكسرش الباب؟
Another rhyme.
Birds watching you like in that movie, but protective, not attacking. Bicycle, inspiration. Guarding, birds, Norse mythology. Mythical, mythical. Okay, or ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt, nice. Curves crocs from the family correlate research, symbolism, and uses. Hermits, stalking monster, watchful birds. Stacks can be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. Make sure the rim is loser this time. Need to test this approach. Loser this time. They want me to lose this time. Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through the clever crows. Cow their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. Okay. Stalked by the monster hatching through.
Think, Saga. Doesn't look right.
Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through.
Nope. Doesn't make sense. That's not right. Keep trying. Ugh. Nah. No.
ده اللي متأكد منه.
Doesn't look right. Doesn't make sense. Ugh. Keep trying. Yeah.
انا جالي تنبيه في الساعة في ايدي في نفس التو واللحظة اللي المشهد عمل فيها، يعني بقت خضة جسدية وخضة معنوية.
The fear was sharp like a we will watch. The fear. She wasn't ready.
Hate to see them like this.
Evacuation notice effective immediately. The Federal Bureau of Control has designated this area to be evacuated as a matter of public health and safety. Failure to comply with the orders is federal crime and will result in swift and forceful action. Barcode ماشي. Your convenience. Caledon Lake closed. The majority of signs and the beloved Caledon Lake area was fenced off and access is restricted as the government agency takes over. Tuesday, the unthinkable happened over the weekend as local tourist destination and the beloved fishing spot Caledon Lake was cordoned off by government officials, getting seismic disturbances in the area. The Federal Bureau of Control has limited access for foreseeable future when asked about the effects this closure will have on the region as the tourist destination. The FBC spokesperson expressed profound regret on the impact this may or may not have on local economy. This comes as a shock to locals who have enjoyed campground and fishing access around the lake for generations. When interviewing residents around town to get a feel for reception, it was clear that tension were running high. This is an absolute outrage, said Cassie Waller, a lifelong Bright Falls resident and volcanologist. There has been so documented volcanic activity in this region for millennia. The only seismic activity going on down there is when Pascals takes their 4x4 for a joyride on the hiking passes. I just built a season camp pass, said Ed Randall, a Rotary native. I sure hope These fields reimburse me my $350, but I am not holding my breath. In addition to the inconvenience, 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 incon, inconvenience, inconvenience, and anger locals are feeling. There is concern as to what this means for future. Joe and Cindy just put all their savings into the convenience store for the campground. What happens to them? What happens to all the businesses around here that really rely on what towners? People are scared and they want answers. ده لغة إنجليزية ده. Is your email hacker proof? To many people, hackers are the stuff of Hollywood movies and TV shows, like criminals committing cyber crimes in action movies. But to many people around the world, hackers are a very real threat. Cybercrime experts warn the phishing attempts are on the rise. They show little sign of stopping. What is the phishing? You may be asking yourself. Phishing is when someone poses as a fake email address in order to trick the receipt into sharing their personal information which could then be used to access bank accounts or other personal bases. Even the most professional looking emails or text message can be faked. Oh. Experts warn. لحظة معلش لحظة واحدة. Phishing is when someone possesses as a fake email address in order to trick the receipt recent into sharing their personal information which could then be used to access bank accounts or other personal databases. Even the most professional looking emails or text message can be faked, experts warn, so people are encouraged to always act with caution when sharing information on the net. All it takes is one mistake and your information could be out forever. Bright Falls Bookstore Raffle Bonanza. Anyone looking for a gift for the reader in their life would do well to visit Bright Falls Bookstore this weekend. In an effort to clear out the stock room, Bright Falls Bookstore is refilling of hundreds of old books and collections, including many signed books and items considered collector's editions. All proceeds will go towards renovating the bookstore and charitable donations to student literacy programs. Tickets for the raffle will be on the sale from 9 a.m. on Saturday until 6 p.m. the following day, with drawing taking place Monday morning. أنا نسيت أنا كنت فين.
Charmed, I'm sure.
بس غريبة هما ليه عايزين ما اجيبش. يعني ليه المرة دي عايزيني اخسر الموضوع ده؟ Okay, this one was actually pretty fun, much better than the math test. بصراحة لا، مش much better than the math test. Okay. Chaos at Cloudland Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. And defied man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted. Saturday, as mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to Country Hospital. As to the whether the attacker is still alive, Bradford police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting the marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Cartmel. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said it's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog started barking his head off and this psycho guy comes crashing through the tree. Don't think I will ever feel safe in the forest again. A representative from a rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of reservations based on the state of cabin that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on their website, which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it and his real computer weighs. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not, but for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's a good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears. She said, "I must have asked, am I dreaming?" at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canyon. It's rare that you get to give these kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you are telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, and so it felt real. Good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is kinda a rough shape, the fire will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about this. Bradford's own virtual backing champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis, sleeping, tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only in information superhighway. The game is question with Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and the sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bradford congratulates Sally on her big win. أنا تعبت. I had enough. يعني تعبت. ما كنا ماشيين حلو والكتابة قليلة وزي الفل. ليه الرغي كتير غلط على الصحة. ليه ليه ماشي. يا رب بس ما الواحد ما يتوهش. ماشي لسه ما وصلناش للمنطقة التانية. اوكي كده وصلنا. ايوه ايوه لانش بوكس لانش بوكس. اللانشين اللي انا عايزهم. لانش بوكس الناحية دي ولانش بوكس الناحية دي.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
My dad used to say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going, but maybe you will find it inspiring. Water follows this powerful fate of nature will revive the spirit as it does surrounding nature. Water is better for example matter. ماشي. طريق مغلق. حبيت اتأكد بس فعلا مغلق. زمان رجلي صاجة يا عيني متبهدلة. بت جري جري جري.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you have a good day, you know this whole thing.
Rose did all this for me. She completely believes that I am the hero in Wake's story. She should be a bit more critical of a person who tries to control people's lives.
Okay, now to choose between two things.
Aiming through the scope, Saga could see the flickering darkness that protected the Taken, saw it waver and jerk, saw a shifting opening in it. There, she fired, sending the bullet through to find its way home.
بس كده استحالة، أكيد في حاجة تانية تخليني أجيب حاجات تانية يعني. كده فاضل ايه معلش؟ رايتفول في واحد بس. رايتفول ايه؟ انا عايز كورابيون ليك. مش انت مش انت. كورابيون ليك. انا كده كده جبت كل الاستاج اللي فيها. ماشي. فاضل ريزم واحد بس. ماشي. الرايمز. Where is it? اوكي مفيش حاجة ظهرت برضه. مفيش حاجة ظهرت. عمرك شفت تجاهل اكتر من كده؟ really؟ معتقدش فعند الاوفرلاب يعني. دي كنت هجيبها ازاي انا اصلا من غير بتاعي.
The reality-changing influence of the dark place flowed like water flowed, like fear flowed, down the path of least resistance, eroding the weak spots until they cracked. In places where reality was more yielding, where story told and retold, imagination sparked and fear ignited again and again had softened the walls of reality. Sites of violence and tragedy, where truth was laced with fiction, where a work of art proposed an alternative narrative, something people could suspect to be true, something people felt strongly about, something they feared. The stronger the connection between the belief and emotional response, the better. The darker, the better. A ghost of a witch ripping a man's heart from his chest. Two brothers murdering the neighbors and hiding their bodies in a well. A young woman haunting the flooded bunker where she drowned. Bedtime stories, folktales, urban legends connected to a specific place. These were the sites where the overlaps came to be.
هبص في الحتة دي. والله الذخيرة عليهم ليه طيب؟ انا مش مرتاح وانا باجي منهم، بس رايح الذخيرة عليهم ليه؟ هو ده الراجل ده؟ يا نهار اسود، يعني انا هضطر ارجع هنا تاني عشان مش عارف المكان. انا كنت مصدقت ان انا خلصت منه. كل ده على وان واين؟ انا مشيت هنا وهنا وهنا. مشيت هنا صح؟ القاعدة كلها اتفتحت، طب يعني انا مشيت القاعدة كلها.
I can't leave here yet. Lots of work left to do.
انا بدور يا ستي ليه في ايه وكده هتليف من غير عربية. خلي كل ده نليك للآخر يا ستي. نشوف واتر الأول. هو كده كل اللي فاضل الستاش والستاش آخر حاجة في بايت فولز وفي واحد في واتري وده هتيجي. يلا على واتري. لوستكس أزوح واتري دوستوراتكس. سريع بتلعبي على طول. مش عارف بقيت لما تيجي هنا تعلق ليه. عايز انام. نروح عند التويلر الأول. بس مش صليب. حاسس ان انا ناقص جدع يا بنت جدع.
More of those rhymes.
خد بالك أنا لسه معملتش الرايم عشان تبدأ تسعر يعني. The old man who could not see had no children of his own, so he cared for a fawn not yet grown, for the deer for him was dear, and filled his life with love.
Okay.
Plate cards. Real people.
Hey, another charm.
عيب 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 عيب. النور الباب. استغفر الله العظيم.
there's another cult stash.
Felt like a black hole. Roasted! Upside down! You did it!
أنا لسه معملتش أي حاجة. أنا دوب بس بصيت على الصندوق مش أكتر. بس كده ربنا يخلينا يوتيوب. I'm putting it in writing. I'm putting it in writing here that Operation Bigger is better is simply not possible from an engineering perspective. I know he loves his career idea, but this schematic looks like a damn comic book. Charlene drew it for him, didn't she? It can be done. صوت الضحكة دي ما بيخلينيش مرتاح. اوقات انا بنبهر بنفسي ان انا ازاي لعبت ريزنت ايفل وازاي لعبت اوت لاست.
Need to find the key.
هو يا اما اللعبة فعلا مجلشة بقى، يا اما في حاجة غلط. وانا اعتقد ان اللعبة هي اللي مجلشة. ماشي يا عمي. فاضل هنا فطر واحد وفاضل هنا واحد. نشوف ألان ويك باشا.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Sounds.
Power's out. Always a good sign.
Scratch. اسمه سكراتش، الشابتر اسمه سكراتش من أولها.
Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like my leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
اللي هو كتيمي انا عارف اللي حصل في القصة ما حصلش حاجة يعني. لا هي طولت بسبب انا علي ان انا قاعد عمال اجمع في حاجات، وللاسف مش عارف اماكن كل الحاجات، في اماكن طولت فيها فهي طولت بسبب انا. مش عارف ومش عايز اعرف، بما اني مستمتع باللعبة مش عارف ومش عايز اعرف هي كام شط. عن نفسي مستمتع باللعبة، فعايز لما تخلص اتصدم ان هي خلصت. بص ما هي
All clear, Estevez. That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian.
ايه؟
The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring altered world event.
أيوة.
Than we expected. We're low on resources, problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
بص هو الموضوع معقد يا علي، يعني انا حاليا في شابتر سكراتش مع ساجا، لسه عندي الشباتر بقى بتاعت ألان.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. I need these keys.
هو انت ليه بتتعاملي كأنك عارفة المكان ده انت لسه جاية
Back into the morgue, huh?
من شوية.
Fantastic.
ايه لا 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 هو انت فهمت انا قلت ايه يا يوسف ولا يعني اللي انا قلته محتاج شرح؟ لا هي مش الشبات امشي بيها على حسب كيفي، قصة ويك غير قصة ساجا، عشان ويك في مكان وساجا في مكان. وانا اقدر ابدل ما بينهم وامشي على حسب الترتيب، مش هيعدوا. يعني لو انا عايز اكمل قصة ويك لحد ما اوصل انا فين بساجا، هعمل كده. ده انا جربته ونفع. فانا بدأت بويك، وبعد كده يعني بدلت على ساجا عشان اوصل اللي هو وصل له ويك. وبصراحة ساجا بتلعب وسط ناس مطمناني اكتر فقلت اخلص مع ساجا لحد ما اوصل لنقطة معينة. اكيد اللعبة يعني وسط ما بدور على
Holding
حاجات
cells.
كده
Is that where they're keeping Wake?
لقيت ان هما كاتبين
Door's
يعني
locked though.
لقيت ان هما كاتبين ان اللعبة تمام. وانا بدور على وسط التروفيز لقيت ان كاتبين ان اللعبة هتقولك ان ايه، من بعد النقطة دي انت مش هينفع تعدي، يعني انسى بقى اللي فات. فشوف خلص اللي وراك قبل ما توصل للنقطة دي. فبما ان في نقطة خلص اللي وراك قبل ما توصل للنقطة دي، يبقى انا كده في الامان. يعني بما اني اخلص اللي ورايا، يبقى انا هنشوف بقى اخلص مع ويك يعني. هتظبط. بس انا مش عايز اطول قوي بساجا، يعني ممكن بس النهارده كده وبكره اكمل بويك. بس اصل عالم ويك مرعب قوي يعني. اللي كل ما اقعد امشي يقعدوا يقولوا ويك في ودني، ويك في ودني. حاجه ايه ده، حاجه قذرة قوي. انا مش فاكر والله. لا هو بص، هو اعتقد ان في ناس ممكن تخلص اللعبه بشخصيه واحده. انا اعتقد ان في ناس ممكن تخلص اللعبه بشخصيه واحده. emergency incident report. The lake house research facility WA at Caledon Lake has been compromised. Case unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Maimon. Dr. Maimon, heads of operations at Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be in damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE alternate world event in the area, requiring all available resources. Investigations and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. على فكرة الإضافة بتاعت alternative world event في كنترول لما كنت بلعب ضد الدكتور النفساني بجيسي، الإضافة كانت رعبتني برضه على فكرة. الأجواء المظلمة دي عموما أعتقد إن مفيش حد ما بيخافش من الضلمة يعني. أنا ما بحبش الضلمة. يعني لو النور قطع عليا والدنيا ضلمت ببقى عادي، يعني أنا عارف إن الدنيا أمان. بس في نفس الوقت الضلمة مش مستحبة يعني. مع إني كائن ليلي، أنا بعشق الليل، بس ما بحبش الضلمة. فاهمين انتوا؟ يعني الموضوع ملخبط. The investigations department has no knowledge of the Lake House recent research or projects due to reasoning communication and collaboration since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident cause without further investigation. لا هو العالم بتاعه مش هلاويس وكوابيس يا يوسف. العالم بتاعه آه الدارك بريزنس وفي وحوش. فوسط اللي بيندهوا عليا ويك بلاقي وحش طلع لي، فالموضوع رخم. انما هنا على الاقل لو طلع وحش يبقى ده وحش، خلصنا. Summary. In 2010 writer and suspected Bertolini معرفش قالتها ازاي اصلا. Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Caledon Lake. Unknown threshold site. 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult, and considered his novels to be sacred text. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there is no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after, the New York cult was detained in an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. There is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake, operating in the location he was last seen in. I propose that this is not a coincidence, and would like permission to search for link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See file 14 for the full proposal. ما هو حتى يعني في الإضافة ايه في النسخة الديلكس اديشن كاتبين الاكسبانشن في إضافة برايت فولز وإضافة تانية. 14 54 53 9 2 3 3 3 2 1 5. الباسورد ايه هنا ايه؟ اوكي. The battle to begin your mind Acer Eltem a evolution for the brain experience of time and other neuroscience breakthroughs. Acer ماشي. UFO myth and reality part 3 tricksters and ماشي. اكيد هنا اللغز يعني UFO myth part 2 UFO part 1. Don't forget A1 B2 C3 I9 J0 K1 L1 L2. What? A1 B1 A1 B2 C3 D E F G H المفروض 4 5 6 7 8 9. بعد كده 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. المفروض صح ولا ايه؟ A1 B2 C3 اوكي. لحظة واحدة، انا هعمل ايه دلوقتي ان الارقام دي حروفها كده يعني؟ L2 under the lens Acer. طب احنا لو هنمشيها بقى كده، لو هنمشيها كده اوكي. طب كيو هيبقى رقم كام؟ يعني كده 2 بارت 2 هتبقى رقم 2 ويست مور بارت 1 بارت 2 بارت 3. في 2 في النص. الكيو ده بقى A B C D E F G H كده كده اتش اي كده 9 جي كي ال ام ان او بي كيو. لحظة واحدة. جي كي 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7، يعني 7 2 لو انا صح يعني 7 2. انا صح 7 2 3 انا صح. انا اذكى من حاجات كتير اوي في الدنيا دي. انا ما استاهلش، انا ما استاهلكيش، انا استاهل احسن منك منك. خاينة غدارة لعبتي بمشاعري فاكرة الأمارة. ليه 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 ليه؟ هو انا حاسس ان في تكملة بعد كلمة ليه، بس مش جايبة معايا اي حاجة يعني هي وقفت عند ليه انا عايز انا حاسس ان انا عايز اكمل بعد ليه بس مش عارف ليه. ايه طيب كده الجثة اختفت. ليه غدرت بيا بعد ما اديتك عينيا، دي اللي بشوف انا بيها، قلت فداك عينيا ما انت روحك في ايديا. بس عينيك كانت بص عليها، يا ابو عين زي غا.
Do you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
يا ما شاء الله. والله اسمها ايه دي جامدة اوي. اسمها ايه اسمها ايه الشارم دي اللي بتكشف لي اماكن الحاجات دي جامدة اوي. يا نهار اسود، أنا ما عنديش اماكن فاضية خالص. انا الاسطورة الذي مليت اللي هنا واللي هنا. لا ده اللعبة معلقة بقى. اللعبة تديني اماكن كونتينر في اماكن ما فيهاش كونتينر. تقريبا انا مفيش لعبة وصلت بيها ان انا املى البتاع ده واملى البتاع ده، ولا حتى في ريزنت ايفل على ما اتذكر يعني. أنا ما افتكرش ان انا وصلت للمرحلة دي ولا حتى في ريزنت ايفل. تقريبا وصلت لريزنت ايفل في المرحلة دي في الهيلث بس. يعني لما كان يبقى معايا هيلث كتير. كنت بقى اشيل هيلث.
Another one of those cult boxes.
دايرة، مثلث، مش عارف ايه. انا الوح رقبتي طبعا عشان ابص طيب يعني، ولا ايه؟ انا عايز افهم طيب. والله العظيم يلا. لسه وجع دماغي. انا لقيت بلاوي لوحدي. جت على انا بس عايز الباسورد. خلص. واحد، 4، 6. 1، 4، 6 بس كده. Hidden by the trees.
That's new.
Find all cult stashes and lunch boxes. The trophy. Be aware of the cult of the tree. Lighthouse! هو هنا المفروض في اكتر من كونتينر تاني بس مش شايفهم انا تقريبا في الايفيدنس روم. انا كده كده اكيد جاي هنا تاني يعني، بس لما ننور النور بس. This game make me so uncomfortable. بجد والله.
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. The thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone.
Eh?
She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story too. I'm fighting for them all now.
هو مين انا بقيت حاسس ان انا affected by story. ما
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here, I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
More coming down.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
ايه ده؟
I'll wait here.
لا ما تبهرنيش، هو انا جامد قوي كده؟ اقعد يا حبيبي اقعد. في اي حاجة هنا؟ لا ده انا طلعت جامد وانا مش عارف. لا هو انا عارف ان يا بلاش غير احمينا من الغيور. لا هو انا كنت ناوي اخلصها النهارده، بس هو واضح ان انا مش هعرف اخلصها النهارده. يعني عشان انا كبني ادم كانسان يعني محتاج للنوم. هو انا صاحي من الساعه كام يا ابني؟ من الساعه 3 الصبح. انت نمتي الساعه 4 الصبح، انا صاحي من 3 الصبح. ف ما اعتقدش ان انا هلحق اخلصها النهارده، بس انا بحاول اخلص على قد ما اقدر يعني. طب وعهد الله وربنا ما في كونتينر اهو. خلاص انا فتحت الكونتينر. اللعبة دي لأ، اللعبة دي فيها حاجة غلط، معلقة والله. يا ساجة والله لما بتدخلي في الباب بعنف كده بتخضيني انا، والله العظيم بتخضيني انا. Injury report subject Alex Casey FBI. Description of injury. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion لا concussion بيقولوا concussion صح. Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected but not confirmed. Physical wounds are minimal, light absence, possible mild concussion تقريبا. 7.5 continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware of current aesthetically different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional result unknown. Less severe exposure. Subjects resilience intentionally on shadow's part requires further examination testing. مش عارف مالي والله، يعني هي بالنسبة لي مش انا حاسسها، يعني حاسس لما تخلص احس ان هي قصيرة يعني. انا احب الالعاب اللي ما تحسسنيش بمدتها دي. انا احب الالعاب اللي ما تحسسنيش ان هي طويلة دي. او يعني هي طويلة ب... بطريقة صح. ده يعني هي مطولة مننا تمام، بس في الشابترز هي طويلة بطريقة صح. مش عارف هي مشروحة، هو شرحها الطبيعي كده يعني. هي طويلة بطريقة صح. ما عنديش مكان. انا حتى عايز افضي مكان، ما عنديش مكان اصلا. ده انا ايه ده؟ يا اما اللعبة اللي غريبة يا اما انا اللي غريب. في حاجة غلط، يعني في حاجة غلط. هو في حاجة غلط، يا اما اللعبة اللي غريبة، وانا اعتقد ان اللعبة اللي غريبة. يا اما انا اللي غريب، وانا ما اعتقدش ان انا اللي غريب. اصل انا واخد الحاجات المهمة فيعني، ومخزن حاجات برضه مهمة، فما فيش حاجة تانية.
Anderson, over here.
جاي لك يا حلو، جاي لك يا بتاع انت. حلوة مين انت؟ حلوة من كل ده بتاعت راس اهلك.
Got a little cramped in that closet.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
لحظة واحدة معلش. ايوه ماشي.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the cult of the tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the luck and probability department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
هي يعني لو كانت قالت لها جود لك كانت هتموت محروقة. لا والله يعني لو والله العظيم لو كانت لها جود لك كانت هتتحرق وهي قاعدة في مكانها، هتولع. هو لازم يعني لازم شويتين الفاتو يعني دول.
Fucking FBI, FBC, your government fucks all fucking this up for us. Let us the fuck out.
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga. You fucking shot me. Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea. Let us out. You can't stop it, none of you can. Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him.
والله العظيم هما بيبدأوا براحة أصلا.
He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
يا لما بينا هم ذات نفسهم بينطقوا الكلمة براحة.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
استنى يا إلمو، استنى الله يحرقك دلوقتي. مفيش حوار. خدوا زنزانة يحطوا فيها معدتهم. ماشي يا إلمو، هنجيب أخوك يا ايه ده؟ هنجيب أخوك مين؟ لا، ما أخوك هنا اهو. ما أخوك هادي وساكت اهو، ما تسكت انت كمان.
Need the key.
Saga, do you have it?
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
انت Scratch.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! Let him get him! He's a fucking monster, Saga!
Scratch!
There it is! We've been waiting for you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Oh!
It's Scratch.
انا حسيت ان حد منهم سكراتش كده، يبقى قال ان هو اللي
He
محبوس.
was pretending to be awake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
Got one.
2 more to go.
Another core activated.
Only 1 left. Doing great.
He's too fast. I need cubes. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
This was Scratch. Seeing double. Complete chapter Scratch. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm in the rain, trickling down. I'm the sickness of this town. I'm the ants inside your walls, the quiet knocking on your door. It's not your story to write. Scratch out your words in the night. When the writer is in doubt, I turn to come out.
لا اللعبة دي ملهاش فيلم. ممكن يتعمل لها افلام في المستقبل بقى. Yeah, yeah. حتة جامدة أوي لما سكراتش ظهر. ده المفروض سكراتش هو اللي بيغني، المفروض يعني. انا قعدت اقول سكراتش، انا يعني حسيت ان في حد سكراتش، ما هو يعني انا كده لعبت بألان ويك ولعبت بساجا ولعبت بسكراتش. يوه شفتوا لما قتلوا، قتل الواد قتلة بنت لذينة.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it.
في فيديوهات كتير نازلة الافاتار.
I think he was always a monster, always Scratch.
Like someone interested يعني. Like someone interested بافاتار.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
Start saying things to yourself.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
What the fuck? My ex-wife. وانت يا حيلتها بتقارن مراتك يا دقع بمراتها، صح؟ عادي، صح؟ ما عادي، ما انت متجوز واحدة وهي متجوزة واحدة، يعني واكيد طبعا واحد لما يقول my ex husband، تمام، هتقول له ما تقلقش الحل الافضل من غيره، وما انت عادي بقى. my ex wife مين يا بنت الكلب؟ استغفر الله العظيم يا رب.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
علم شمال. لحظة يا جماعة نكتب في السلبيات الكبيرة. قبل ما ننسى، وانا متأكد ان انا مش هنسى حاجة زي كده، ما بنساش انا القرف ده.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
قريتهم الملفات انا دي.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was. Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head.
حسيت ان هو يعمل كده والله.
Single-minded drive to get the clicker.
You can't see what in his mind, Saga. انا حسيت ان هو يعمل كده. يعني لما تيجي تشوف دماغه هو اللي هيدخل عندها.
That's all the stashes. These people were well prepared.
كده أليكس كيسي كل حاجة. كارل ستاش كل حاجة. فاضل بادي رايمز. ايه بقى التروفيز المهمة اللي أنا لازم اركز عليها؟ find all charms. هما 3 ليهم علاقة بالرايمز دول. watch all كلاب commercial. ماشي. اوكي. يعني انا لو عملت دول دلوقتي هركز على القصة دايركت. صعب ان اعملهم دلوقتي، بس يعني لو عملتهم قول مثلا بكرة او مثلا قول بكرة مثلا، يبقى انا هركز على القصة دايركت وخلاص كده. يبقى انا مش محتاج حاجة تاني في التروفيز غير ان انا اخلص القصة.
That's not right. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
بس عايز بس الريزم دي وخلاص. رايمز.
Doesn't look right.
فين هنا؟
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
ما تخلينيش اقول لفظ وانا في البث. هقول لفظ.
Cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
خليني اقول لفظ ايه؟ Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Milligan owes me $20 and refused to pay it back. I suggest we deduct his pay for the amount plus interest and add it directly to my paycheck. Deputy Thornton. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by paying him lunch months ago. so don't listen to him, and definitely do not touch my pay, or I will swear to God I will sue. Liberty Milligan. The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal calls or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs, admin. دراعي. Hey all, I missed the sync on DFS safety perhaps last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? However, put Bayonetas اللي هي الحصانة دي into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? I understand that there's need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? لا مش دي nonsense. The staff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I have warned you about this a half dozen times now. Don't blame me when you are locked in with no way out, Officer Cooper. ايه ده؟ إيه اللي جاب صورة دور هنا؟ بس سكراتش كشف عن نفسه بسرعة.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jakob was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just named it half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
It wasn't working for with Wake or Scratch operating on their own. Why do they want to kill Wake? Cult thinks Wake is responsible for taking believe killing him will stop this. أي حاجة هنا. Cultivar cult of the tree kills taken to protect bright falls and watery.
The cult of the tree is just the Costello brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem. No. The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense. Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual. I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
بصراحة الممثل ده جامد جدا، وسواء إلمو أو ياكو عامل الشخصيتين جامد أوي بصراحة. أنا حبيته من أيام مسلسل فايكنجز. أنا سامع عياطه من الجدران، بيبكي جامد أوي شكله. عايز أعرف بس الشotgun ده هياخد له كام مكان.
I'm sure Sheriff Braco wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Stop right there. في توفي اسمه stop right there. Find the bomb action shotgun. ماشي. لسه برضو في تروفي لأسلحة مجاش. Find all weapons for both characters. يبقى لسه في ألن عنده أسلحة بس ملهاش تروفي. هو عشان كده كان كل سلاح باخده بيبقى فيه تروفي للسلاح. حاليا مفيش أي تروفي تاني باقي لأسلحة جديدة، يبقى أكيد في أسلحة الويك، بس ايه أسلحة ليها علاقة بالقصة يعني. لحظة واحدة معلش. لا you are kidding. اجيبهم منين؟ ما عنديش. استغفر الله العظيم يا رب. لا وخد لبس هو على فكرة، بس عشان ايه نوضح ان سكراتش ما قتلوش ان هو شخص وحش. لا بصراحة هو قتل عشان هو كان عايز، هو بس كان عايز البتاع ده اللبس، بس عشان نوضح. هو سكراتش ما كانش عاجبه اللبس بتاع امريكان نايت مير ده. اما انا افتكرت فيه ثعلب يعني، ولا ذئب ولا. بصراحة اتمنى كابكم تتعلم من التروفيز اللي موجودة هنا. ما اعتقدش ان هيبقى عندي طاقة تانية ان انا ممكن اجيب بلاتينيوم في العاب تانية لكابكم بصراحة بعد ريزن دي في الجزء الرابع. ما اعتقدش ان انا عندي هيبقى عندي طاقة تانية.
So the cult of the tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
الله يرحمه الله يرحمه. الراجل يعني كنت تحس ان هو مغصوب على الاعلانات اللي كنت بتخليه يعملها. الله يحرقك. يعني مع انك انت هو انت يعني هو انت بس يعني الله يحرقك بس. المصيبة ان هي قالت هابي ريدنج. انا طول اللعبة ريدنج اصلا، مش كفاية ريدنج لحد كده.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Deploy Deployment order. Urgent situation. At approx 1900 hours on 13 سبتمبر 2023. Readings from remote surveillance unit monitoring Gladwin Lake. انا نطقتها غلط، انا فاكر نطقها بس مش عارف مالي. surveillance okay. A known threshold to what researchers series is the origin dimension of A40, the shadow past acceptable limits, attempts to contact FBC research facility, code name the Lake House, were unsuccessful on site. Event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estras will mobilize investigation unit beta from the remote operation site at dedicated. All available shadow specific equipment lot has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempts to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, performing limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of Lake House and its staff. Additional information relevant to operators in the area includes the cult of the tree redacted, and Alan Wake currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Utilitarian. والله بينطقوها بصعوبة أصلا. Item classification request. Summary of findings. Description. Volatility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality. It changes, being based on redacted when used by a capable volatility turn. Bursting this item effect from that of the Gladwin Lake threshold is multiple for recurring AWE in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming addicted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of redacted by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. أنا تقريبا فاكر حاجة زي كده. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fractional writing into reality. See file AWE 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOB, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. يا الله يا جدعان، يعني هموت وانام والقرايه دي هتنام اكتر. Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake suspected baratalitarian. Location Barrett Falls. Interview Karen Estevar's lead agent. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. Alan Wake, there is a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this. Documents before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We have been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I am sure these nuts in research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? Alan Week. I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? ماشي. Mr. Week, you are in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violations codes. We are not going to give you a suspected but another objective. Okay, you are not expletive. Listen to me. We are listening just fine now. Do you have any accomplices? You expletive. أعتقد إن هي قال لها fuck you يعني. Let me fucking out of here. It's coming from me. We are all in danger. Interview was terminated. You subject being uncooperative. يا اختي حلوة. آخر ورقة
Wake
دي بقى.
isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Report supplement. The Shadow. Summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AW, additional details regarding the Shadow have been discovered. Redacted and redacted. Redacted? لحظة. Redacted and reducted was present during AWE reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bradford at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emerged with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Croydon Lake during a reducted in AWE 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of connection between shadow and physical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated with a certain physical range of Croydon Lake. B. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained definition needed within Croydon Lake. Research is active الحمد لله. اللي هينزل قريب لا ما خلاص يعني انا ما بقاش حاجة في دماغي. في بقى ناروتو جزء ناروتو المجمع جزء ناروتو المجمع كما أبوزنا بالله.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
طب عشان انا كده ايه مش قادر هاي فايه كفاية كده النهاردة. بكرة التلات صح؟ بكرة التلات عندنا احاول اخلص دي بكرة عشان لو هعرف اعمل لها كلام على لعبة يوم الخميس. وعندنا بكرة فضفضة بكرة مليان اخبار اكتر من الموضوع اللي هيبقى موجود. فضفضة بكرة يبقى مليان اخبار. المهم اشوفكم التكملة الجاية على خير. تصبحوا على خير مع ان لسه بدري قوي بس يعني تصبحوا على خير ومع السلامة. باي باي.